What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to day 2 of the Road to 2000 journey of mine. And I think that we'll, skip any intro and we'll just hop directly into a 10-minute game. Rated 1510. Yeah, let's do it. All right, we're playing by neck. 1508 rated. We see e4, e5, knight f3. I think we'll just go knight c6. Hope we don't see a Spanish. What is this? This is maybe some sort of like delayed Ponziani thing. Or is it just the Ponziani? Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't see this much though. I think I'll just bring the knight out, develop the pieces. Of course, hitting this pawn. Yes. So I think, can I take? F takes. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Can I go knight g4 to hit the pawn? Knight g4, bishop f4. Maybe I take here. I can also pin the pawn. That means he takes. So I think this is a move. Well, because here, then you can take this pawn. No, because I would take like this. I think that this is the move. Knight g4. It's probably the move. I should probably look at this line more. Okay, yeah. So we just see takes off the rip. I think this is the move now. Try and develop the piece. Also open up a defender of this knight. Okay, and he pushes. But I think now I can just happily take this pawn, no? Yeah, I think that was a mistake by my opponent, unless I'm missing something. Opponent has one check, or I guess two checks, right? Can I go here? Takes. Take back like this, hit the bishop. Pawn is supported by my knight. I can also just block with the bishop, right? I think I'll do that. Then do I take back with the queen or the knight? Probably the queen. Oh. Take, check. Go here, take. I think that's probably fine. I can also just go here. Oh, with a knight takes. So take with check, takes, and go back here. I think that's what I'll do. Remove his pawns, and I'll drop the knight back, hitting the pawn and adding another defender to my bishop. Not that I think my bishop is, absolutely defended. But no harm in, maybe over defending a piece. That makes sense. That makes sense. But now I think I just develop the bishop. It's pretty passive right now, but I am up a pawn. And I'm not sure if the opponent has a whole lot of compensation. I mean, he could take on f6, then I'll take back with the bishop. Then if he takes twice on d7, I will lose castling rights, but in a queenless position, we'd already be in an endgame, and my king would be more developed, more active. So I think that'd be fine. Okay, so he doesn't even Yeah, it doesn't take. How do I castle? I'm wondering if I have this move. Can I take this? Because if he takes the bishop on e7, then I can take back with the knight. If I take on d5, knight takes d5, then I can take this bishop, win another pawn. If I take like this, and he gives this check, then I take. Ooh, that might be the one. Let's see. So I take. Bishop takes, queen takes, queen takes, king takes, knight takes. I think it's fine. Yeah, again, if knight takes on d5, then I'm happy to take the bishop on g5. If check, take with the queen. And if queen takes, king takes, I think I just won a second pawn there. It's maybe a little bit confusing, but I think everything is under control. So again, I'm happy to be up 2 pawns. Okay, so he takes like that. Do I take like this? No, that'd be a bad move. I think it's gotta be this. Okay. I could block. I didn't see this far, to be totally honest. I could block like this if knight takes, queen takes. I think I'm gonna block. Yeah. My king and queen are kind of doing all the work right now. Oh, okay. We see this move. Could castle long. Also kick the knight, maybe make it move. I think I'll do that. Hope to see a trade. Material, so trading is really good for me. Get into a winning endgame that I hopefully do not throw. I also might need to start moving a little bit faster. I am down a little bit on the clock. Minute 45. So the queens are looking at each other. Okay, yeah, and here I think I gotta take. We'll go king here, and we will go for rook trades. Rook trades will only benefit me. Okay. Again, this move. Because I don't want to take his rook right away, because maybe he just undoubles his pawn. But I think this is more forcing, because his rook can't move laterally, because then this rook would hang. He doesn't have any checks with the rook. Yeah, so we see the trade. And I'd be more than happy to see him trade off his rook, which we don't get, which is logical, makes sense. But I think here I just push g6, and rook g1 was hitting my pawn. I think I go for king d6 and rook e5. Try and trade off this rook. And his rook can't really access these squares to hit these pawns because the g6 pawn defensive squares almost blundered a rook. Move order is important. We might see this move. Yes, we do. Slightly annoying. Slightly annoying. I could get in from. I could go like this as well. You know what? Maybe I just push this. I think I'm going to kick his rook. And I think the plan is to just push these. Because this pawn is passed. I have a passed D pawn. Yes. Now it's a question. I don't want to allow him to play f5, so I think I'm going to play it myself. Yeah, this is looking nice. Because now rook here is just going to be super solid. His king can never get in. Yeah, it's expected. I can play this. Or just defend all my 7th rank pawns. And now I'm going to use the king and these pawns, maybe even these 3 pawns, and just get in. Might see this move. Yes, we do. Makes a lot of sense. I think I go for this and this. I think again, this is just a very controlled game. Both games that we've had so far that I've been recording have been more positional, more end game focused, lots of trades in the middle game. I think that I did find some nice tactics in the early middle game to win a couple pawns, but both games have been some end game grinds. And I think I need to study up on my end games. I just know basic end game principles like be patient, bring the king in, use it as an active piece, go for good pawn breaks, try to have the more active rook. I think right now my rook is somewhat passive, sort of defending this pawn, but his rook is sort of in a sense tied out to attacking this pawn, because the moment that his rook stops attacking this pawn, then my rook becomes, or is sort of free to become much more active. Okay, so he kind of shuts it off. I could go for this, but then king here is frustrating. Could go check. King here would not be good. I think that's actually mate. No, it's not. He'd have this square, but it'd be bad. It'd be messy. So he'd have this square. Then I'd have to defend this pawn. I think I'm going to bring the king. It might not make a whole lot of sense to bring the king back here, but I kind of want to go here and just break this open. Yeah, we'll stick to the plan. These pawns act as a super nice shield against the king. Yeah, the king can't really come forward. And again, his rook is sort of staring at this pawn that is sort of always going to be defended. So I think right now I'll just go for some king side pawn pushes with the king and pawns. Okay. That's interesting. I could give a check, then king here. I take. I think I'll go for it. Yes. I'll go here. Wow. So that gives up this pawn. And he can't do this move that would, overtake the nice open file. Because pawn takes, obviously. So this is looking pretty nice. Up 3 pawns. So I think we're kind of shifting. Oh, his king gets in, though. Expecting king here, to which I'll play this move, hitting this pawn. I probably shouldn't have allowed his king to kind of get in my business, get kind of past these pawns, but his rook and king are tied down now to these 2 pawns because they're passed. So now that his king isn't defending c4, I think that c4 would be a really nice move. Kick the rook. If he trades, I'd be very happy. I'd lose a pawn there, but that's interesting. Yeah, I think I'll take that now. Okay, so now I have another passed pawn here. Outside passed pawn. Very powerful. His king is getting in. I think I'll push. I might see this. I think I'll defend. I'll bring the king. Yeah, I'm going to start having to move pretty quick here. I'm up 4 pawns, so this should be easy conversion. But I think endgames are sort of the downfall for intermediate players. Okay, I'm gonna go king here, push this pawn. He's pretty stuck. Yes. I'm gonna go here. Try and trade off and push. We are evening out on time, which is really nice to see. Okay, so he's hitting this pawn. I think I can just ignore that. So maybe I shouldn't have, because now, yeah, I don't know. Check here. Yeah, I should not have allowed that, but I'll always get behind his pawn. And this pawn is too fast. I also have these 2 pawns, so. In the pawn. Probably hit that move. I'm happy to take. Go here. Looking pretty nice. Oh yeah, this pawn. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wow, I actually just threw. Oof. Okay, so this is terrible technique by me. I mean, atrocious. I should still be winning, but I just threw the game completely. Please let me win. Okay, king's gonna move. I'm gonna have some sort of check. Yep. 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 Oh my goodness. Wow. Throwing this is I should be ashamed of myself, honestly. I think I'm moving on time though, which is rather pleasant. Oh, okay. So, holy cow. Yes. So I won on time. Thank the Lord. Yeah. Wow. Brutal. Brutal endgame there. I did it on purpose. I was just trying to give him a false sense of hope and then flag him. Yeah, that was. Sheesh. I mean, I think overall the game was pretty clean. You know, I think time trouble at the end was a little bit unnecessary. Yes. So he played at a 2150. I played it at 2100. Again, this is all chess.com being kind of nice. He played 86.9. I played 86.1. I think that I definitely played better, obviously, until the end game, which brought down my total accuracy. But let's see some game review. Yeah, the Ponziani. I said some sort of I think I called it some sort of delayed Ponziani, but that was just foolish. I haven't seen it for a long time, and I think here, like I've played against it enough to know that the most solid move I think is D5. Let's see what it says. The engine. Yeah, that's book. So I think typically against the Ponziani, I play D5, but here it got kind of weird. And I guess here I jumped the knight the wrong way. Can I get to know? Yeah. Yeah, that's a blunder because I can take. I saw a pawn, but I like this better. That's a good move. Interesting. I guess this makes sense. And that's a blunder. What? I saw this. This. Oh. Wait, why is it a blunder? Oh. This check is nice. This check is really nice because I can't take because I'm pinned. Wow. I go here and then he trades. Okay. I take. So this would have been a lot more difficult to win. Okay, that's interesting. They want me to play king f8 here. I did see that move, but moving the king looks kind of gross. I don't know. Best move. Yeah, these are best. Great move. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Best move. Best move. We'll take these all day. And then, yeah, I mean, this is just completely winning. And yeah, this is all under control here. When did I... Yeah, this is all good. This is all crushing. I just had the one blunder where I let him take the pawn with check. I see. I didn't realize it was with check. Eesh. I guess, yeah. Yes. I saw this and then, sort of like making him take. But I didn't realize that he could take the pawn with check and then win this pawn. So gross. Wait, and this is a blunder? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, so apparently the king move is the blunder. Apparently d5 or even d7 is still crushing. Why? Oh, because after a king moves, then I'm in. Wow. Oops, kind of went back kind of far. Let's see, where were we at? Jeez. Yeah, and then, big blunder. So now it's a draw. Yeah, it's a draw all day. These are best moves. Best moves. Yes. Ugh. And I didn't trade the rook because I know it's drawn, obviously, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to take the draw, right? And I knew I could just win on time. I'm a speed demon. I'm like Andrew Yang. Yeah. Okay. So it's a pretty shoddy endgame technique there, but we get the win anyway. We get the win. Let's check out the stats. Road to 2,000, baby. And we are at 1518. 1518. Sweet. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I mean, you're an OG. You're a young stud. And I appreciate it greatly. Have a good one. Peace.